Hey guys, it's Jen. I am working on a card for my uncle's birthday. So I needed to make a masculine card. Well, masculine cards really aren't my thing. I like making frilly cards with a lot of bling and a lot of color. So sometimes coming up with even just a simple masculine card, it can be a challenge for me. So this is what I came up with. My uncle's more of a professional business type of guy, so I wanted something simple and classic looking. So I chose this card with just a simple happy birthday sentiment and some brown ribbon going across. So I'll show you how I put this card together today. First of all, I'm going to start off using my Billionaire Light cartridge. I picked up this cartridge. It was on clearance at Walmart, so it has mostly like font. But down here are a lot of really nice guy icons and that you can cut out. So I thought this would be nice. Also, I think on Nifty 50s has a lot of neat cars and trucks too that you could use as well. But I'm going to use this one today. So let's go ahead and zoom over to my expression. Let's see if I can. I'm not used to working with the camera in front of me, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, let's see if we can see that. I'm going to do my best here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and load my paper. Now, back here to the, let's see if I can get this in here. Okay, this car here, you don't want to use this middle gray card unless you want a shadow to your car. So I'm just going to use this one. That's going to be the base, and then this is going to be the top of the car, and then the wheels. So that we're only going to be cutting out 3 different cuts. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out at 2.5 inches. And then I'm going to go ahead and just hit the, where is it, the car. And I'm going to hit cut. Okay, and that's done cutting out. So I'm going to just scroll this over to my dark brown paper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the layer, then the car, then cut. And that's cutting out our top layer. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is just scroll over to my gold piece of paper. I'm going to hit the shift button, my car again. Make sure over here that it's going to tell me I'm cutting out my wheels. And then I'm just going to hit cut. Okay, I'm going to let this finish cutting out. I'm going to get it set up at my desk so we can put this together. Okay guys, I've got all of my parts laying here on my desk, and we're going to get started and assemble our car. So I'm going to flip over this piece here, and I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on there. This is not one of my favorite glues, but I've kind of been inspired. I've been watching some videos of people who've been cleaning out and clearing out their scrap rooms and getting rid of supplies they're not using. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been going through some of my supplies and getting rid of the ones that I don't use and trying to use up some of my stuff that's just been sitting around because it's getting too cluttered and it's too much stuff to manage. So we're just getting the top of our layer put on our car. And the next thing I'm going to do are the wheels. The larger wheel first. It's going to go on this side. Make sure I'm in camera. Stick it right there. And then our second wheel. I put over here. And then the centers of our wheel. This one is, the light cartridges are really simple as far as the layers and kind of putting things together. Oops, I kind of got that. Goes this way. Okay, one more of our inside wheel. And I think it goes, no, it goes this way. There we go. Okay, there we go. We have our car put together. That was really simple and really quick. The next thing, what I've done is I've just taken another sheet of paper from that mat stack, and I think it was 4.5 by 6.5. I just cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then I just have a piece of cream cardstock that's cut 4 by 12, and then I just folded it in half for a 4 by 6 card. And the first thing what I want to do is go ahead and make our happy birthday sentiment. So I've got this little piece of coordinating cardstock left over, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp happy birthday on it. If I find where I put my stamp, oh, here it is. One of my happy birthday stamp from Stampin' Up. I've been clearing out a lot of my Stampin' Up stamps because I have a hard time using them. The wood blocks, I'm not good with wood blocks, and I'm really not good when they're not see-through. When they're like this, it's hard for me to stamp straight. I know I could probably try that Stamp-A-Majig, but then there would be one more tool in my craft room to use. So I'm using my Cocoa Close to My Heart ink. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and trim this down. Okay, now that I've got that trimmed down, I'm going to take some of my frayed burlap, and I'm just going to kind of distress those edges a little. Okay. And then I'm going to adhere this to a piece of scrap paper that I had left over. Make sure, yep, that fits in there nicely. Okay. Okay, we'll just trim the excess off there. Okay. That's the first thing I am going to put on the base of my card. I want to try to figure if I can kind of center that to where the card. Okay. Some glue on the back. Put that right at the bottom. The nice thing though about the Scotch glue, it gives you a few seconds to move this around if it's not quite centered. versus using my ATG, which I love, you don't have time to really adjust that. And the next thing I'm going to do is use some ribbon. This is the new way I am storing my ribbon right now. I've tried several different ribbon storage systems, and I just haven't been happy with any of them, so I'm going to give this one a shot and see how this works. Maybe I'll like it. I tried storing them where you pin them up and hang them off hooks, and they just ended up getting tangled, and I've tried, I don't know, leaving them on the spools, but the spools take up so much room, so I haven't really come up with a perfect way to store my ribbon. So I'm just going to make sure I like where that is, and then flip it over and tape it on the back. I'm not going to do any bows or knots on this one. I'm just going to leave just a simple piece of ribbon. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my glue, put it on the back of the ribbon so that it lays flat. It doesn't kind of curl up or pop up. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is just kind of, using the lid, that's not going to work. Okay, I'm going to distress the edges of this paper. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to adhere this down to my card base. So a little bit of glue. Go ahead and put that on there. Oh, I got a little bit of tape showing. Trim that off. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges of the cardstock again. Because I want to make it look old, because we got an old-fashioned car on the front. So I'm going to make the paper look a little old as well. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is just pop up our car. Ugh, I hate these pop dots too, but as I said, I'm just trying to use up some of the stuff in my stash that's lying around. I was going through my paper and I found about 5 or 6 inches of deep of paper that I didn't like and that I wouldn't use. And then it was just taking up so much room. So I'm kind of glad to be kind of going through things and getting rid of stuff that I'm not using. Oh, one more pop dot. Put that one right here. Okay. And put this on the front of our card. And I think on the inside I'm just going to stamp like, happy birthday to you. I was going to put a stamp that said something about age, but then I decided not to do that. Okay, just real simple stamp, and then I'll write my message later. And then I'm going to use my very favorite stamp of all is my Handmade by Jennifer stamp, because it has a dragonfly on it, and I love dragonflies. So stamp this on the back. And I think it's nice just to let people know that you made it, and that it's personalized and where it comes from. So there is our final card. Just a really simple, classic masculine card. Well, thanks for joining me today, and have a great day.